Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Now, what makes a good journalist?
A good journalist must know about the trade. You must know what it is to be a journalist. You see, you can be anything. You can operate anywhere. You can call yourself whatever you like. I believe every profession, every trade has its rules, has its ethics. You have to understand that first. You see, it's funny how we easily dismiss structure, how we easily dismiss things that we should do. We don't particularly like planning. So for me, a good journalist is a journalist that knows, that has studied this business. Not particularly, you don't have to do any study for so long, but you know what it's about. Know the ethics. What do you call it? Is it the three H and W, or what do you guys
H W and H.
Yeah. So you need to understand all of these things. And secondly, for me, my option in journalism as it is in life is that I can either be good or be bad. I chose to be the good one. The good one, you must know the ethics. This business has ethics. This business has rules. We should be able to follow that as much as we can.
So how does one become a good writer?
You read and you write. Read and write. The more you read, the more you write, the better you become. It's like driving. The way you can become a very good driver is to keep driving. So the more you read and write, the better you become.
Okay. Now, of all the stories that you have written, in your career, which one stands out? Which one is the most memorable, and why?
I'll do them plenty.
One. I need one. Give me one.
You're asking someone who has written hundreds of stories.
One.
Okay, let me, because of I keep mentioning this story every time, the story of Femi, because Femi, I've always loved Femi. I think when Femi decided to play his brand of Afrobeat, a lot of people didn't understand. They were saying that he was not Fela, he wasn't playing like Fela, that introduced electricity and all of this thing, his music was too fast. But I liked what he was doing then. I like the fact that he didn't want to be a copy of his father, which I think is a very great thing to do. Okay, so when he released, of course, I've been following him from the days of Mind Your Own Business, Wonder, and when he finally released Bang Bang Bang, it was called Bang 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 in Nigeria, although it was Shoki Shoki outside. And that album was banned. For me, I thought that was injustice for Femi. So when Femi won Kora, when he won Kora, and I was still a cop reporter with Temple, I told my line manager then, the line editor then, Wilson Iwujare, who is now with EFCC. I told Wilson, let me write the story. So Wilson gave me, I went to, and I wrote the story. The story then was Femi Strikes Gold. That was the headline of the story. I wrote the story so well, I gave that story everything I've got. That when the story came out, the company that marketed Femi in Nigeria, then Zedmiraj, this story was in the last, I said this in the last interview. They were so impressed with the story that he was on their wall for about 2 or 3 years. So I remember that, and of course, there's the story of my very good friend, who is late now, Fatai Rolling Dollar. I remember seeing Fatai Rolling Dollar for the first time at a concert at the Goat Institute in Lagos. It was put together by German, Benson, Idoniji, and some people. That was the first time I saw Baba perform, and it made an impression on me. And I decided to go see him in his house in Mushin. And I met this man, very easy and very funny. Very, very funny in his one of my apartments. And we spoke, we became friends, and that was a story that I liked.
Okay.
Eventually, we became friends. Many stories, yeah.